All right, some of you may remember that Childish Gambino warned us all about the dangers of Florida Man. And nobody embodies that moniker more than the state's governor, Ron DeSantis, who, mind you, has repeatedly opposed COVID prevention measures. Well, now the incompetent Trump acolyte appears to be missing in action as Omicron sweeps across his state. In a press conference yesterday, Mayor Jerry Demings of Orange County, which encompasses the city of Orlando, slammed DeSantis for his inaction.
Our residents, all Florida residents, should be outraged, and they should ask the question, now, where is our state? Where is our governor? Where is Ron DeSantis now? When was the last time you saw the governor do a press briefing regarding COVID-19?
When was the last time Florida Man held a press conference on COVID? Now, according to the Orlando Sentinel, it was on December 17th, which is almost 2 weeks ago. And in those 2 weeks, the state of Florida has seen an increase in COVID cases of more than 1,000%. In fact, the state just reported a record-breaking number of new cases today, the most since the pandemic began. Now, of course, this comes after Florida Man implemented oppressive restrictions on private businesses back in November, preventing them from being able to require vaccinations and also prohibiting mask requirements in schools. I mean, is Ron DeSantis pro-COVID? Is he out here caping for Omicron? Because it sure seems like it. DeSantis has made it more difficult to limit the spread of Omicron, which may explain why Florida is now among the top 5 hardest hit states. In fact, the last time DeSantis did actually hold a press conference about COVID, he was focused on treatments, not prevention. He's been totally unwilling to promote vaccinations among his residents. And it gets worse. Florida Man would rather do it for the gram than do it for the people. Just hours after Mayor Demings said he was missing in action, DeSantis dropped a pic of himself visiting a local restaurant. But just one problem. The timeline is fugazi, my friends. Daniel Ufelder of the group Remove Ron pointed out that the photograph was really 12 days old. And we checked with the governor's office, which confirmed the visit on his schedule back on November 16th. Joining me now is Florida Commissioner of Agriculture and Consumer Services, Nikki Fried. She is seeking the Democratic nomination for governor of Florida. Nikki, so happy to have you with me this evening. Simple question, where is Ron DeSantis?
I have no idea. And thank you, Tiffany, for having me on here tonight. You know, he canceled our cabinet meeting in the middle of December, our clemency meeting, and I haven't seen him since December 17th. So I don't know where he is, but to be quite honest, even if he was here, he wouldn't be doing anything anyhow, and we know that. And so once again, the people of our state are going to have to step up and beat this virus without him. Our local county and city commissioners are once again having to stand up testing sites because there are very few state-run testing sites. I sent a letter to him yesterday asking him to please engage. We've got 5-hour lines down in Miami-Dade County and people that are waiting in lines all across our state. And he's nowhere to be found. No response, no action. And so once again, the people of our state are going to be counting on their local officials and for leadership amongst themselves in order to get through this virus.
I mean, he's essentially running as a pro-COVID governor. And this is somewhat of a delicate dance that he's doing with his mentor, it seems, Donald Trump, who recently said DeSantis would make a great VP, God help us all, should he run in 2024. You know, it's really weird, but for some dumb reason, the bigger denier of science you are, the more popular you are in the Republican Party. Could this be strategy that he's doing, willing to sacrifice the residents of the state and let people fall victim to COVID just so he can gain an outsized position and power?
Yeah, you know, this is the basic problem that we have with Republicans who like Fox News more than they like the people of their own state that they're running. You know, that they go on and they create chaos and they create these problems, and then they rely on us to fix them and to be able to clean up their mess. And then they take credit for it. So this is a bigger picture for Ron DeSantis. We all know here in the state of Florida that he is running for president in 2024. And so he has left our state This is the third time that he has done this when the pandemic is at its spiking here in the state where we see no leadership. We show that right now our ALS and our retirement communities and our nursing homes are 17% with the booster shots. And there's no action from this governor who used to say seniors first, and now he's leaving all of them very vulnerable in our state, showing no leadership. I got my vaccine, my booster shot today. I did it in public to show this is what a leader is supposed to do, lead by example, and telling the people of our state, thank you. Thank you for waiting in line. Thank you for standing up. Thank you for making sure that you're protecting yourselves and your family members, your coworkers. Thank you to our first responders who are still out there every single day taking care of us. But our governor, MIA.
Well, thank you for telling us about the booster shot. That's something that your opponent seems to find very difficult to do. You mentioned Fox News, FAUX News. I want you to take a listen to an interview with him and Maria Bartiromo and see how he responded to the question about a booster shot.
Have you gotten the booster?
So I've done whatever I did, the normal shot, and that at the end of the day is people's individual decisions about what they want to do.
So Maria Bartiromo did not even follow up with him or press him on that. I don't think she really cares. Now, this is my delicate question to you. I've been to Florida. I love Florida. Spent some time in Miami. Did a whole special down there. I will definitely be back very soon. And I have friends in Florida. However, I just wonder, is this something that's appealing to Florida voters? Because the fact that there were so many people to elect and vote for Ron DeSantis, not counting things like, voter suppression and the ways that, power structure has limited some people's pathway to the ballot box. It seems like there is something appealing to Florida voters about being anti-science. And if that's the case, how do you overcome that? And, is it a GLTV game with convincing people, to get out and vote? Or, do you try to convince those people who like how he's handling the pandemic to believe in logic and reason?
Well, first of all, I think I need to remind the rest of the country, and certainly people here in our state know this. Ron DeSantis only won by 34,000 votes out of 8.3 million that were cast. So he's certainly leading, our state like he believes that he won it in a landslide. And unfortunately, I think that he does believe that being anti-science, look at who he appointed as our new Surgeon General here in our state. And he believes that this kind of rhetoric or let's dance around the issues, maybe I got a booster, maybe I didn't, maybe I don't know who it was. I got a Pfizer booster. I knew exactly what kind of booster I got. So he's dancing around this issue, but I think it goes back down to regardless of if you believe in the vaccine or you don't, it shows a lack of leadership and a quality that you should be looking for in a governor. And be honest, if you got the booster, why not tell people? Show and lead it by example and be that true leader. If you didn't, say you didn't. But the fact that he is dancing around the answer and not being honest with the people of our state, that is really the question that people should be asking every single day, and especially at the ballot box in 2022. Who do you want to be as your next governor? Do you want somebody who's going to dance around the issues, put your personal safety at risk, or somebody who's going to have the booster, have it in public, be out there every day, encouraging people to take these safety measures, get the vaccine, listen to CDC, and make sure that you're protecting your loved ones and your community members?
Yeah, thank you for delivering that message. He's very strange. He's in a strange throuple with Donald Trump and people who lack intellectual curiosity. So good luck to you on the campaign trail. Nikki, you'll have to come back very soon. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. And
the Republican governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, facing a fresh wave of criticism as COVID continues to slam his entire state, along with much of the nation, as we've covered. Florida has record-breaking numbers, over 40,000 new cases today in just that state. Now, the mayor of Orange County says DeSantis has just been MIA. Quote, "Where is our governor? When is the last time you saw the governor even do a press briefing on COVID-19? Also saying that local officials are the ones that are being burdened with figuring out testing, which needs to be coordinated at a wider level. This mayor not alone. There's other local coverage. Again, these are people in Florida who've been living through DeSantis' approach to COVID for years now. The Palm Beach Post saying he fiddles while COVID churns. And a top Democrat who is running to try to replace DeSantis as governor, tearing into him, saying the crisis has not been addressed and it's time to not only increase testing and also vaccination sites, but to really end a burden that is better dealt with by policies that are available and Democrats say unused by this very political Republican governor. That's just a quick update